Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Texans at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, they'll run with White. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on first and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers over the middle and completes some more. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
And the hitch rides run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Jadeveon Clowney wants a member of these Texans there on the stop. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play fake, Mills. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for. Pierce has it knocked loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. First down, here's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing, Mills. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he is out of bounds here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Opting to run again here with White. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And I think he got it back. He did. So it was a great return, and they're able to maintain possession to keep the football.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down at 7. To throw, Mills. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mills. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Play action. Now Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Off the play fake, Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got some space here.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stay on the ground with White. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nash. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mills now.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They run straight ahead here with White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Bucs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Mills. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. White again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon.
Now White lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Mills.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Again, it's Mills.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Throw complete right side to Cooks.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked.
Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And they'll get this down to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I can put my defensive cap on right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Mills now from the 50.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mills to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the tight end goes in motion left.
A 1st down throw for Mills. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Mills to the air again.
The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they... And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bucs, they keep pace for a play.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back.